Welcome into State Champs. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Well, throughout Black History Month, we are highlighting individuals who have made significant impacts on the colored youth of their respective communities in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, and nationally. Today is one of our Michigan interviews, and I'd like to welcome in a good friend of mine, Art Ford, who is the lead sports producer at Southfield Cable 15 and a former basketball and baseball player at Shrine Catholic High School in Royal Oak, Michigan. Art, how's it going today?
It's going great, man. It's good seeing you. Thanks for having me.
Great seeing you. Always great to have you on. All right, I want to start off by touching on that passion that you have for sports, having played and now as a producer. What role did your love for being in the midst of the action play in your decision to go into the production side of broadcasting?
I think you just hit the nail on the head right there. As an athlete, sports was definitely a huge passion of mine. And then I got into camera work and photography, and I developed a pretty decent skill at it. So, with sports, I always knew I was going to go down that road. I just didn't know what career path. So then combining, what I love, which is camera and photography, with sports, it was only fitting for me to go down the road of sports broadcasting. So it was like a perfect fit for me.
A part of your role is chronicling the lives of athletes and the trials and tribulations that they go through. You and I have worked on shows together, and something that you do is you chronicle the lives of Black athletes. We've done a lot with Southfield schools and whatnot, and I wanted to ask you, what part of that responsibility is meaningful for you, having the opportunity to chronicle the lives of Black athletes?
Oh man, I would say the first thing for me, and it's kind of personal, is that, 20 years from now, these kids can look back and they can see themselves as an athlete and, playing. Because for me, I wish somebody would do that for me, where I can look back, show my kids, show my wife on how great their dad was as an athlete back in the day. But the main reason is just that, there's 5 stars and 4 stars that are always getting looked at. They don't have an issue as far as people viewing them or getting that publicity out there for them. So for us, it's always great where we have so many diamonds in the rough here, and it's great talent, and they don't get that same opportunity. And it's just great and it's meaningful that we've been in a position where we've actually helped kids, pursue their goal and getting to the next level. To keep that their athletic pursuit going at the college level. So it was meaningful just to help them out get to the next level, those diamonds in the roughs.
Art, you mentioned your wonderful family there. You have 2 young kids, Kenji, who's 5, Kiyomi, who's 7, and your wonderful wife, Miko. I wanted to ask you, I see the smile on your face there. What does it mean to you? I guess I should say, what advice would you pass down to your kids about equality, and what would you want them to know about that as they get older?
It's a great question. With the kids, it's always changing as far as life lessons when they grow. But that's a great one. When you talk about equality, I think that's one of the staples that we've started talking about. They go to a school where it's really diverse, where it's Black, Asian, white, Indian. You have everything. As far as races. And the one thing that I've instilled in the kids is, they have to be confident in being proud of who they are, so that's the one staple in this household. We have examples with family, with cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents. So they have other examples, but that is the one staple in this household, is just to be proud of who you are.
So Art, if you could give one piece of advice to a young up-and-coming Black athlete, what would that piece of advice be?
The piece of advice that I would give to Black athletes is basically just to lead by example in a positive way. And then also just embrace hard work, because that hard work, it really will pay off.
Love it, Art, and always appreciate having you on. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.